Oh, what's cold? She's down. Let's go. Oh.
Look at the blood on the base. He had it just drop him.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
2 antlers within 20 yards of each other. Definitely a match. Let's go find some more. Dropped him.
On April 28th, Matt, my dad, and I left Iowa and headed to the beautiful state of Montana to go bear hunting with Matt's uncle Chad. Chad lives in Montana. He shot bears and he's helped other people shoot bears. So we headed that way at about 6 o'clock at night. Ended up getting there at about 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning and got a couple hours of sleep and then went out that night with Chad. It is April 29th. It is super early in the morning. We just got up and we are gonna head to a place to look for some bears. It's one of Chad's friends that he has. So we're gonna drive in and then we're gonna do some really good hiking. So we'll see what we can find. Chad said there's a beautiful green lush grass in between these 2 valleys that come together. So we immediately, as soon as it got light out, headed straight there, and boy was he right. In Montana, you cannot shoot a black bear that has cubs. So generally the cubs follow really close behind their mom. So after we watched this bear for a little while, we determined that she did not have any cubs with her. Lo and behold, she did have cubs. 2 cubs came walking in quite a long ways behind her, which is very unusual. They were about a year old, so they could survive on their own. But because she had cubs, we decided we were not going to go after her, and we were going to try to go find a different bear.
Goal is there. Now we'll see what's on the other side. We'll get back to you when we get there. Alright, we made it to the top. We started way over there. Here's the top. And we're going way over right there.
Our friend Nick from Western Iowa Outdoors was in different states at the time trying to hunt turkeys. and he was a little jealous that we got so close to those turkeys without even trying. Well, it is day 2 of bear hunting. It's the afternoon. We went home for a little bit, got something to eat, and came back, and we're at a new spot now. And this spot is the reason that I'm here bear hunting. So last year we came out here and we were just looking for bear. We just wanted to see bear, and sure enough, I spotted one right away when we were here, and I was hooked. I just wanted to come back. So we're here now, and this place is really cool. It's just a big canyon. So you're just walking and it looks like nothing. All of a sudden it just splits to this huge canyon. Got a little boat in here. Bowden's gonna go out. Bowden, have you been to bear hunting before?
I think so, yeah.
You think so? Maybe when he was really young. But
I think it was when I was like 3 years old, maybe.
3 years old? Maybe, yeah. But hopefully we can get one. Okay, let's go. So we were spotting up on a hill over there, and I spotted one. It was 230 yards away, but her wind was going straight towards it. So she smelled us right away and took off running down the canyon here. And so we took off running on top of the canyon. And so we are here at a good lookout, and we're just scoping and spotting, see if we can spot her. And if we find her, then we'll go after her. We finished the day with a good hike out. Bowden did amazing, but we were not able to find the black bear back. Well, it is the morning of day 4. We're just getting out here in beautiful mountains. We're at a brand new spot today. Chad had to work, so it's just Matt, my dad, and I. But we're gonna do some shed hunting and look for some bears, so hopefully we have some luck. We have about a 2-mile hike into the meadow we're trying to get to. In Iowa, 2 miles is not too bad, but here in Montana, the elevation is super high, and as you can see, lots of snow. So it's not as easy as we were anticipating, but hopefully some of the snow goes away. We can make it up to the meadow where we're trying to get to. Well, this was pretty deceiving. We've been walking, hiking for about 3 hours, and the snow kind of got to the point where it was waist deep. Too deep to walk through, and it's too steep and too deep to just walk on top of it. So we are gonna turn back and head back to the truck. It's really defeating because we worked really hard to get up here and couldn't make it all the way, but I guess that's how it goes. So we're gonna head to a new midday spot and just kind of see what we see, and we'll go from there. Well, it's the end of day 4. It was a really rough day. Hiked some really tough terrain. Didn't see any bears. I don't know if we're gonna call it good or if we're gonna try one more time in the morning, but it's been a bummer, but it's been super fun, super beautiful, and it's good to get out and hike a little bit. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll talk about it and then decide in a little bit. After talking for a while, we decided to head back to Iowa, and my tag was still good for the fall season. So we planned out a date and decided to come back for the fall. It is October 20th, and me, Matt, and Carter are out in the beautiful state of Montana. We are out here bear hunting again. We went out in the spring, saw some bears, didn't have any luck shooting them, so we're back out here for the fall season. You can see the beautiful mountains with the snow behind me. We have a canyon right behind me. You can't actually see it, but it drops way down in. And then right in front of us, we have a big canyon that drops down in too. We got out here, we drove until about 2 o'clock this morning, slept for a couple hours, got up at 5, came out, We have hiked up and down the canyons a few times, haven't seen any bears, but we dropped some of our gear off because it is now very warm out. So we are gonna go to the next canyon over, go up and down some of the hills, valleys, see what we can find. Well, we hunted until about 12:30, headed home, had some lunch, got ready to come back out again, and now we are at the same property, but a different spot in the property. So we have a really tough hike ahead of us. We're gonna get to the very top of the ridge over there, and we're gonna sit at the top of the ridge and have a really good vantage point. Hopefully we can see into the creek that's down there, because even though it's the middle of October, it is 82 degrees here. So hopefully the bears will want to get something to drink so we can catch them when they're headed to the creek. Carter, Matt, and I were walking on the top side of a big canyon. Carter just happened to look back and he saw this giant bear running straight towards us. We're not exactly sure what it was running from, but we knew he was coming.
How far is it?
Get up.
160 yards. Should we stop? We don't. Can you see it? Can you see it? I'm right to that opening. How far is that opening? It's coming right at the gap. Come here, come here, come here, come here. You can't see him, he's in the bottom. Guess we need to keep working, trying to get to that one over there.
We are held up on the side of the canyon here. There was a bear down there, just running straight at us. We're not really sure why. And he either held up here in the trees or he kept going down the canyon. We're not sure. So Carter went. He is walking up the canyon to see if he can see any signs of bears or find the bear. And Matt and I are held up here just seeing if he comes out of hiding. It was a huge bear. I mean, really big. We honestly debated if it was a grizzly bear or not because it was that big and it was really brown. But there are lots of cinnamon bears in this area, so not uncommon. We determined it is a black bear, so we are trying to now find him.
Well, we decided that we're gonna let the bear kind of hold up in this canyon. This canyon is kind of wide at the beginning, but then it gets really, really narrow towards the end. So it should be an easier spot to try to find him tonight. So we're gonna let him calm down a little bit and we're gonna come back tonight with Chad. It is day 2. We went home for a little bit, ate some lunch, came back out. Chad's here with us now, so we're gonna go to the canyon that we saw the bear in. Hopefully he held up there. We're thinking he did. So hopefully we'll push him out, find him, and get a shot at him.
Lucky that I wasn't going to shoot myself. Zang!
He's on this side.
You smoked him. You smoked him. Come down this way so we can see him. Right here. Nope.
Do you see him?
He's got to be underneath that tree right there. I'm still recording. What do you got?
I got a bear. The bear almost attacked us. And I think he's dead right there. Thank God.
Hey.
That was crazy. I gotta text Matt. Make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Now, how are we gonna get him out of here?
I don't know. Did you hear the shot? I just smoked one. I got him. I got him. I got him. He almost attacked us. Literally. He literally almost attacked us. Yeah. He was between Chad and I. Yeah. And then he went back down into the canyon, and then we were able to find him again after a little bit, and I just laid him out flat. So we were walking, and I'm right here. Chad was like over there, and all of a sudden I look over. There's a giant bear right where Matt's standing. And I start to freak out. I had the gun on my back and a little strap, and Chad's just walking along. He has no idea. So I fling the gun over, I run up the hill a little bit, and I'm like frantic. I'm like, Chad, Chad. And the bear just turns around and goes back down, and I couldn't see him after this point. So Chad turns around, and I'm like, there's a bear right there. And he didn't understand I meant right there. So he just gets the camera out, starts recording, starts to slowly walk over, and I'm like, no, get your pistol out, like it's right there. Like I literally thought we were gonna get attacked by this bear. And so he comes over, and we're trying to find the spot that the bear exactly came up. We couldn't see him at this point. And eventually we're kind of walking down in there. He's like, so was it like on the other side? I was like, no, it was literally right where you walked. It was right there. So we kind of dipped down. We were trying to see if he was in the bottom there, and we heard him, but we couldn't see him. So we eventually walked around. Then we were able to spot him after about 15 minutes of looking, and he just walked up into this green luscious grass, was able to get a perfect shot off him. So he's laying down there dead. We're gonna go down and check him out.
Take. You sure it's not the same one you saw? Looks like the same. Look at the coloration of yours, maybe. Holy crap.
Alright, I'm gonna come down.
Okay.
I didn't realize how big their paws were.
Can we kind of lay its fur down a little bit?
What? I didn't bring a comb. Are you gonna touch it? I don't have any of my other product with me.
Well, this might be one of the best days. I cannot believe it. I could not be happier. Thank you so much to Chad and Ginger for letting us come on their land. This is just amazing. Wow. Crazy story. We saw him early this morning. We knew he was in the canyon. Chad had to go, so we headed back to the house, and when Chad got back this afternoon, Chad and I came down. We were walking the canyon ridge, and Matt and Carter were sitting on a different canyon. We knew there had to be a bear in here somewhere. So Chad and I are walking along, and like I said earlier, the bear came right in between Chad and I. And let me tell you, when it was that close, it looked huge. Huge. I was terrified. But it was a cool story, cool hunt. So thankful. We put a lot of work and effort this spring and now this fall, and we got a good one. Couldn't be happier. Shout out to M&M Outdoors. Go check us out, like our stuff. Shout out to DSG. Love wearing all of their hunting gear, from coat, pants, boots, hat. Love it all. Thank you.
If you could find a spot where you got a
He started off way down in the canyon. And now we're trying to winch him up
the bear go all the way back down, I can tell you that.
all the way up the hill.
Ready?
Thank you for watching M&M Outdoors. Go check out our other videos.